comic book lovers, it is I, Chris, your broke comic book collector. This here video is not like any video I've had to make. This video is very not scripted, so you don't know what you're going to get because I really didn't write anything down. I just wanted to get a video out. This video, as you can tell by the title, has to deal with Coppa or Coppa, I don't know how you pronounce it, YouTube, the videos, and the creators, I guess you could say that. If you've looked on YouTube, I know you've seen it. There's a lot of hoopla going on about these new FTC guidelines, and in my opinion, these are not good. Now, I've watched some videos, and the ones that I've thought were helpful and informative, I'll try to put them up here. I'll try to put them at the end of the video, and I'll also try to put them in the description below. Now, I know there's a petition going around, but I've never seen it. If I find it, I'll put that in the description also. Now, for those of you that don't upload to YouTube, the creators will know when we upload a video and we get to where we have to put in like the description, just below that there's two circles. We have to check either one. Either yes, it's made for kids, or no, it's not made for kids. If we check one of them, if we check the one that says yes, it's made for kids, we lose a few things. We lose the comments, we lose the end screen, we lose the cards, which are these things up here. We lose notifications, the notification bell, so you won't get notified if we upload a video. We lose the watermark, which is that thing down here. And I don't have to worry about it because I'm nowhere close to it, but personal ads, live streaming, you lose the live chat, and then you lose the super chat, and there's a couple other things, but there again, I'm not even close to. I never live streamed yet, so I wouldn't know what I'm losing, but I'm too far away from that. But the descriptions I have here on the help page, I will go ahead and read these extremely vague guidelines for us to follow, and then later on I will interject my breakdown of them. Okay, determining if your content is made for kids. Regardless of your location, we require you tell us whether or not your videos are made for kids. We are making these changes according to an agreement with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, and to help you comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, Coppa or Coppa, I'm going to call it Coppa, and or other applicable laws. Failure to set your content appropriately may result in consequences on YouTube or have legal consequences under Coppa and other laws. We provide some guidance on what is considered quote-unquote made for kids below, but we cannot provide legal advice. If we are unsure whether your video meets the standard, we suggest you seek legal counsel. According to the FTC's FTC's guidance on Coppa, a video is child-directed, which we call made for kids, if children are the primary audience based on the factors described below. Children are not the primary audience, but the video is still directed to children based on the factors below. When deciding whether or not your channel or video is made for kids, you should consider various factors, including subject matter of the video, example, educational content for preschoolers, whether children are your intended or actual audience for the video, whether the video includes child actors or models, whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated characters or cartoon figures, whether the language of the video is intended for children to understand, whether the video includes activities that appeal to children such as play acting, simple songs or games, or early education, whether the video includes songs, stories, or poems for children, any other information you may have to help determine the video's audience, like I can never pronounce this, empirical evidence of the video's audience. Note, YouTube Analytics is not designed to help determine if your content is child-directed. You should use the factors outlined by the FTC above to set your audience. How old is a kid? Get a little parched here. The age of a quote-unquote kid in the United States is defined as anyone under the age of 13. However, the age of a kid may be higher in other countries, so consider the factors described above as appropriate given how kid is defined in applicable laws in your country, and consult legal counsel if you have additional questions. Again, these are extremely vague. And I just picked up on children are not the primary audience, but the video is still directed to children based on factors below. Okay, subject matter of the video, comic book collecting. No, that's not intended for children. Whether children are your intended or actual audience for the video. No. But it says up here, children are not the primary audience, but the video is still directed to children based on the factors. But if we're not directing it to children, anyway, whether the video includes child actors or models. I've been called a child, but I don't think that counts here. Whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated characters and cartoon figures. Now this one here, I think, is the kicker of the whole thing. Whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children. Now you and I could probably come up with a long list of kids that are 12 and under that Spider-Man appeals to them. Batman appeals to them. Superman appeals to them. You know, because of these movies, and we take our children to go see these movies because we want them to experience these characters that we love, and we want them to get that experience too. Now these kids are seeing these characters and they're beginning to really enjoy these characters. I mean, heck, you can walk down Walmart or one of these discount stores or department stores and you can find, I don't know the name of it, but Marvel makes Marvel Super, they're like, they take Thor and all them and they make them geared towards little kids. So those characters are appealing to these little kids. So if I hold up it's a comic book video or comic book channel, so I have a haul video, look at this Spider-Man comic I found. Does this video now appeal to children because Spider-Man appeals to children? And I just held up a comic book that is Spider-Man? We're at toys that appeal to children. Again, because of these movies. If I hold up these Dorbs back here, and I hold up my Thor Ragnarok Hulk, which on the boxes they are ages 3 and up. So now because of these movies, Hulk appeals to children. If I show that Dorbs, does that make this video appeal to children? You kind of see where I'm getting at and how vague some of these are. Whether the language on the video is intended for children to understand, no. Whether the video includes activities that appeal to children, such as play acting, simple songs, or games, or early education. Now, in my Akron Comic Con video, there's cosplay going on. Now, normally cosplay is grown adults dressing in costumes and walking around. But this just says whether the video includes activities that appeal to children. It doesn't say that it has to be the children. So even if a grown adult, like in that video, Spider-Man walked by. Spider-Man appeals to children. Is that video now intended for children? Lego Batman was in that video. Legos are made for young kids. Batman appeals to children. So now Lego Batman, does that make that video intended for children? Whether the video includes songs, stories, or poem for children, I'm assuming that means something like Baby Shark. So that's a no. Any other information you have to determine your video's audience. So that's like the analytics. We can go in and it breaks down age groups. So as you can see, this is why I feel this is not good. Because it's so gray of an area. Yes, I hold up a Spider-Man comic book. I am not making this video for a child. But just because that character who is animated, has cartoons, making him a cartoon figure, is now in this video, to me, it's almost saying they're gonna hit that video for being made for kids. Now I could probably hear some of you out there now, oh Chris, just stop. You're blowing this out of proportion. It's not gonna happen. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing's gonna happen. Well, I'm sorry. If that's how you feel, fine. That's how you feel. But I'm sorry. This is very concerning to me. I don't have $42,000 laying around that if I get hit, I could just go, here you go. I'm sorry. But I'm concerned over this. So, with that being said, this will be my last video I post to YouTube. I am stepping away from YouTube. I'm not deleting my channel. I'm just not going to post any more videos. Now, I'll be around. If you continue to make a video, I might still watch it. I might make a comment, hopefully. In a live stream, you might catch me in a live stream making comments in the live stream. I will keep an eye on this to see if they do lessen these restrictions. Because honestly, this is fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy the interaction we have. I enjoy that. If I find an Action Comics #1 in this wall, I enjoy the comment. Chris, you dog, you lucky dog. I like the comments. I like that interaction. So I'll keep an eye on it. I'll watch it. If it gets better, and and there's more clarification to where I feel that yes, I can hold up a Spider-Man book and not get a $42,000 fine, I'll come back. But until then, comic book lovers, have a fantabulous day.